I downloaded them, but they're on that broken hard drive right now. Oh, am I not hearable? I'm having to fiddle with the settings a lot. Let me try with the... How about this with the microphone real close? I think I've got the gain lower than I previously had it. Cool. How about now? It's very cranked. Is that still bad? I think there was some setting in my mic. Okay. It's a judgment call, isn't it? Because if I put the gain to the next setting, I get that crackling. I've cranked it right up now. The last thing I want is that crackling, and I also, if possible, don't want any background. I can see there's like background now. It's better so far, yeah. I'm gonna fiddle with the that's good, no crackling as well, yeah. That's the main objective. I'm trying to get rid of that. I'm just putting the noise suppression up because it seems that there's background noise when I'm not talking. I've only got like a visual monitor. Hopefully that's alright, and I'll try and keep my the voices in your head. Yeah, I've got this like little green bar that flashes up to red when I'm speaking, but it's constantly hovering around in the green now. Right, we'll get started on the show. The thing is, I've been trying to do this tile map, but I just didn't have time as usual. These are sprites I've ripped directly out of Caveman Ninja. That's what I think it is. It's a quiet PC, but I think it is still the fan from the PC. If you can hear it, let me know and I'll try and tweak the settings a bit further. If it's dead annoying, especially. Can't hear it. Good, good, good. In that case, this is a tile map, like the start of the tile map that I started to make. And if you remember with the Rimmer world, the Red Dwarf world, we had solid objects and we were using that to detect collision. Well, the thing with this game is we probably don't want to do that, because I guess we could set like these ones to be collidable, because you want him to be able to walk past all of this. Do you know what I mean? So actually that's probably a good idea. Like basically these are hard, these are solid, and therefore we only really need to worry about them. Okay. And as it happens, these look identical to these. Like these ones here. And these ones here. So we could indeed just make these solid ones. There's no right way. As long as you can detect a collision. We could just create boxes manually, you know, like we could design a level just by using a pen and paper. The brush is huge. I have not got GIMP set up how I need it to be at all anymore. I used to have it set up. But, you know, we could design a level here. If it will ever let me draw. Huh. Oh, I've got a highlighter there. That's what the selector box. Yeah. We could design a level using this grid, and this could represent, say, like 10 pixels, or, you know, a screen, you know, 32 if you wanted it to. But then you could come up with where your collision boxes should be. I can't be bothered to draw right now, but you know, this would also work, and then you'd have to have a separate map. There's repeat here because this is just the raw. I'm going to extract tiles out of this. Well, which tile map did you send me earlier? Sorry, I'd looked on Discord briefly. I found the sprite set, but I didn't find the world. Oh yeah, we've got the whole map there. I saw that. There's loads of repeats on there as well. Is it definitely 1 by 1 as well? Because a lot of the time you get these screenshots off the internet, they've been scaled. I didn't get to check that, to be honest, Becky. The thing is, all we need to do, that's what I was basically discussing here right now. Pattern in the grass. Anyway, we're just going to make it nice and simple as always. This here that I've just highlighted, I'm just going to check I've still got the screen working. Yeah, so right here where the highlighter is, it used to make it go grey round the non-selected area. I've really buggered GIMP up by losing that hard drive. Anyway, these will be our solids, and we'll be able to make every platform out of them that you can stand on. So we'll need a new image. So that's our solids. I mean, this would only be good enough for level 1. There's also these ones for edge. So we'll have to probably do that. Because all this here, you can walk over, you know. It's just there for show, innit? Just copy, move that across. So it looks weird now because we've got to remember that these like go above. Oh, where am I? These go above that. But of course we want to be able to easily know where the solids are. I mean, there's nothing stopping us moving it down actually. Oops. We still know where the solids start and end, don't we? By having them there. Alright. So it looks to me like that square there is just reused. I'll just see if it needs a flip. Whoops. Where did they go? I had 2 more of these, didn't I? I want to see what they look like. Yeah, that's okay. "16x40 selection of them." Okay. Nice. Oh, why is it trying to copy the link? I actually went and got a load from Ghosts and Goblins as well. I've got them stored on my hard drive. I got them earlier, but I didn't have time to splice them up. Colour matched. It's going to get colour matched when it gets washed down, isn't it? That's going to be a bit of a issue, but we can probably sort it out. I mean, to be honest, we are going to want to draw our own graphics eventually. But it is a nice head start having these, isn't it? Is that the entire ground of Ghosts? Like, does it just repeat that over and over, basically? Yeah. It would be even more simple to use this in that case. Maybe you can walk up on that. Or is it like that? Like, where does the solid bit start, do you reckon? In the vertical. The reason I ask is obviously we want to make some of these solid. The green is the bit he walks on. Well, not the very top though, surely. That would look a bit stupid. There's 5 cells there, isn't there, in height. So you reckon 1 cell down? Okay. I wonder if we could just change the black to blue here. And then reuse like this sky. Or I guess we could just make a black sky instead. There's a way of changing that to black. I've done it before. Oh, that looks quite cool. Isn't it cool with the effects you can do just by switching these sort of colour palettes around? Some water as well, nice idea. Ah, nice one. Drowning scene. Well, rip this hard work then. Thing is, are they any different? They look the same. They just flipped, didn't they? No, they are a bit different, aren't they? We want all the solids in a line. This is where it gets confusing. High res. Yeah, do you note how the tile map is over the top of him as well? Nice job though. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, he's over the top of the tile map actually. Yeah, so it's just like you said basically. So in other words, these are the solid ones, aren't they? As long as that's the dead of ground, like, as long as that's just the ground, we don't need to worry about it. We're never going to go below this. But I was thinking about platforms. Yeah, we certainly don't want the mud to be solid, because sometimes you walk past mud, don't you? So if we just make these solid. So there's our two solids, right? It's very important the way you lay these out, really. Don't forget these tiles get assigned an ID, like a number. So we don't really check the colour of it when we check collision, we just check the number of the tile. Now, if we're only going to have a few solids, we don't need that many. Just all the platforms go on the top. We could actually put all of this below. Just to make it look a bit nicer and easier when we're drawing the tile map. We'll know where the numbers are easier. We'll have to remember though that this one here actually goes on the top. That's just going to make life easier on collision detection. It doesn't really make life that much harder, really. You just have to remember the layout of it, that's all. So you'd take a note, you'd have your code editor open. Tuft of grass, okay. This is only going to be our first blast at it anyway. But what you would do is you'd take a note. So you'd make like... This would be our tiled world like we had last time. But you would take a note, so here... Slides, solids. So far it's just 0 to 1. But then, for example, here you would have like ground layout. So it's, see, it's this here is 0 0 0 1. No, 1 0. Sorry. So down here is 0 1 2 3 4. It's 0 4 0 1 4. So it's 0 4. Not quite sure the best way of laying that out. Now eventually when we export it, these will get a number anyway, so we won't need to remember the coordinates. Let's put the space there. There, it seems stupid, but now we can't forget it, and we never will, you know, we never have to worry, we just have to look there. So I've made a mistake already there, look. Grave is a solid, nice one. Good plan. And the edges I see, thank you. Okay, excellent. So it looks like we've already got that part, haven't we? So these edges are actually different. It's easier just to get the whole thing. Oh, that's not a complete tile. It's the only problem, it's not a complete tile, it's quite tricky to use. If we need it, we could just copy half of it again. Yeah, we don't really use transparency on our tile layers because we have that as the bottom layer. Don't worry that it doesn't line up. I'm just wondering if we want him to be able to walk on there or not. Because if we do, we want to move that down, do the same thing. Unfortunately for us, we can't mirror on the tile map as far as I'm aware. So we actually have to have a mirrored version in there. And I think in that case I'll mirror this one. because I like to have left before right. It's just the way I do things. It looks like a palm tree. Ladder for climbing. I'd already thought of that one when you first mentioned Ghosts and Goblins. Shouldn't be hard at all. That's just the same as a trigger, what we've done before. And then obviously when they press up on the and you're colliding with the trigger, you do a different movement. Should be a nice challenge, like you say. Oops. So we don't technically need these, but you know what, it is slightly different. I'd say we can get away with not using that because we've just got enough water. Unfortunately, this bottom tile was only half a tile, so I'd have to draw some myself. Looks like we haven't. Well, they're the same height anyway, so that'll do. We can easily draw another tile like to go with water. Right, so our solids are now. We don't actually want these or these to be solid, really, do we? Tuft of grass is 8 by 8. What do you mean? This. These are all 8 by 8. They're mirrored, isn't they? That's the only difference. I'm not talking about what it, I'm more thinking about where the solids are and that. Yeah, but this is this solid? Yes. That's easy then. So that's all our solids still top row. Oops. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just take a note. Solids 0 to 5. There is no half tile. Not on the. This is the actual map we're going to use. Yeah, that's not it. We can only use that much of the grave. Well, I can easily copy that, I guess. Let's do that then. Oh, look at that. It's fatter than a grid cell as well. I think it's scaled. Look at that. It's the right scale here. Oh no, it's not actually. See. That's what happens when you try and scale stuff. It's gone blurry. There we go. I mean, I've got this emulator that I don't know if you can use without having an account to retroachievements.org. It's made by them, but you get exact one-for-one scale. And then there's a screenshot hotkey, you know, you just press S. That's nicer, yeah, that looks good. Well done. So unfortunately our grave is actually going to have to be, if we want it to all be solid, we'll put it like that. The only reason we're lucky enough to put all the... We shouldn't really have them like that either, because now we've got to fill up all of this to make it not be wasted. Do you see what I mean? Really, it should be all linear. We just take a note of what the layout is. Oh yeah, Microman, I saw your picture on Discord of the electric chair. That looks funny as, man. Okay. Interesting. We'll probably use sprites though for moving platforms. Not done yet. Yeah, it looks funny as though, man. That looks brilliant. You never see much like that around here. People putting that much effort in. That's scary. Right. Let's move these all around. So we've got all the solids in the right order. And in fact, we'll leave all of this bare so that we can add more solid tiles without changing the code much. So they're still in the right place, but everything else needs to be moved. This is where you can easily go wrong because you've got to use your brain a little bit just to take the note of what order they go in. It should make it easier actually once we've done it if you think about it, because now it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, goes up in order. Oh, we could in fact put them first, couldn't we? Because they do come first really. Okay, so now when we draw grass, it's these two, followed by the two solids, and then that in order. Okay, Specky Nut. I'm only using it as a guide, by the way. We're not making a clone. We'll probably change all the graphics eventually. Yo, Moz. Following how to turn it. Yeah, it's a very good starter spec. So I better change my note because I've just changed all that, haven't I? One, two. So we know I'll use their number now. So it's 0. This is number 32. There we go. So that's how our ground's going to be laid out. Yeah. Why not write the edges? Oh wait, that's why there's the extra one in height, isn't it? On the tufts. Do you know, that's what makes it annoying about ripping sprites in a way. Because you spend half the time fiddling to suit the sprite, if you know what I mean. Rather, it shouldn't be that way around. What a pain. I'm not loving these now, to be honest. They don't really go together, because we've got this bit as a non-solid, and then this as a solid. The extra work, just make them solid. Make which one's solid? I suppose it does match. It does match up anyway. I was thinking that wouldn't match. So it's okay. It's doable. It's doable. Now these two sit above these two columns. So we'll write this in the notes. So that's the left edge. It's strange though. Oh, okay. They're the bits that go above. I see. So let's put them first. Oh, what's it doing? Right. So 32, 33, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 and 41 are the top invisible, in non-solid parts. Then we have the two solids, 2 and 3. And then we go to 42, 45, and so on. So it's not too bad once you get into the rhythm of this. But it can be a bit of a like a headache to set up. I'm really glad I'm taking these notes though, because otherwise I think it would be a major headache. It does seem that they're higher, like there's more of these graphics than there are of the other graphs. Because one extra height. I'm not sure about that though. Anyway. Oh. Didn't write solid, I may as well. There's a lot of prep work required for this, isn't there? Yeah, this is just to see it, isn't it, Specky? Just to see a test. If we need to mod them, that's fine, but we can... As long as it works roughly okay. Because we can design our sprites around our coding abilities. Do you understand what I mean? Like, I can just make bricks that exactly fill 8 by 8 and stuff. There's nothing wrong with having like 16 by 16. It's just knowing the order they come out in, isn't it? If we don't write down this order now, we're going to constantly have to refer to this when we write our tile map layout code, you know. Now we can just look here and be like, okay, that's how we make a platform, you know. So the solids are all good. This one first then. I'm definitely going to spend some time getting them caveman ninja sprites there as well. I think they're nice sprites. I just ran out of time like I always do today. Alright, and this is the same. We're looking at 48 and 49. 04, 05 equals solid. 50, 51. I haven't even bothered looking at the map because I'm pretty gosh darn sure that that's correct. Let's just try the last one, 55. Well, this should be 63. 69, 8, 7, 6, 5. There we go. Spider level in Mario. Can't remember that one off the top of my head. Is that the more modern Mario? I don't remember that. Sounds cool though. I mean, my coding skills are quite limited. This isn't going to be like beating Mario Brothers or anything. Do you know what I mean? I'd be well happy if it came out like the very first Mario. There's nothing really stopping us making something like Caveman Ninja. I was playing it a minute ago before I came online, trying to get the sprites, and I could imagine an idea of for every little move they were doing. The tile map was the main bit of that game. It looks really nice and detailed. There's all sorts of dinosaurs and which one? Yeah, I don't know, but I love all the Marios. I particularly love the 2D ones. Like you say, black might end up being transparent, so we can change that though. Donkey Kong. Do you shoot spider webs in Donkey Kong? Alright, so we might as well note down the grave as well. Let's keep all the solid stuff at the top. Zero. Is that zero there? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, easy peasy. Maybe, seeing as we've got all that empty space, maybe we could just copy this and then get rid of the black. Now we can have one as high as we want, can't we? Just with nothing written on it. So I'll put that in brackets. 10, 11. We can repeat. Alright, we've pretty much got enough there, haven't we? Where was it? Tile map, GIMP, where are you? There. We want just a blank, completely black tile as a sky. Why didn't it fill? That's better. Yeah. Of course we could go mad and put James L. Kirk on the grave. Oh look, it's gone. What the heck? James L. Kirk. I don't think I could actually write James Kirk on. It'd be very tricky. What? Somebody's playing up with this. Oh. Yeah. Alright, what else have we got? So I made the edge here. What do we need this water for? That was that. Right. Oh, it goes under that. Alright, alright, it'll do. James T. Kirk. What's a TOS? Star Trek. The original series, I get you. Yeah, I see, I see. The original and best. Where have I got James L. Kirk from? I've heard of that as well. Are we pretty much ready to go with this? I know it's a pretty weak tile map, but it's enough to get us some basic level on the go. The sky is number 56. Let's just put that. Oh, what's this specky nut? Is that a complete walk cycle? That looks pretty interesting. Here's a lot of black and green, man. Oh, excuse me. I'm not sure what to do about the transparency. Oh, I've lost all my palettes, haven't I? All the layout's different because it was up here. I could change the palette. Also, we need to change it to indexed. Yeah, we can custom produce a palette. For left, mirror for right. As far as I know, I might be wrong, but you can't mirror the tile map. Oh, the player. Yeah. Of course. Thank you. I mean, if I wanted to, I could mirror the source image if I wanted to be right as default. But it doesn't make a huge difference, does it? We'll set up a constant direction, you know, state, and we'll just use the words left and right. Nice one, man. That's amazing. I'm not sure if we will get into that today, but should be able to. All things being equal. I'm not sure what colour to put it in. What's colour mode to put it in? We've got Emook set thingy bob here, but tile for bit. Oh. The upgraded edition, look. Never used it. But as far as I remember from Emook's messages, we could just drop a bitmap. Oh, look, PNG. Ooh. So you don't even have to go into indexed. And that'll just find the right palette and everything. Do you know what? Let's try that out. Luckily, I just started using an SD card, so I've got some of them graphics that I made stored here. Still. I'm just going to export it as a lossless PNG and see what Emook's tool can do with that. GG tiles .png. Compression level. Maybe I should put that down. Let's just keep the compression up, sod it. Okay. Oh my god. Too many Windows syndrome. Right, so there they are in all their glory. Convert 4-bit. Save tiles and palette. Save palette. So convert. Ah, you didn't have a palette loaded. I'm sure I didn't load the palette when I used an indexed bitmap. It's not going to like this either. Detected a colour above the first 16. It did work though. I'm not sure where it exported it to though. Oh, bloody heck. Maybe it went into the F where the source image is. Doesn't look that way. So I don't think it output anything. It's strange, there's not that many colours there. Let's try that. Well, hey, no errors. Ah, of course, I didn't click that a minute ago. And it tells you where it's saved. What a great program. So I now have those files. Unfortunately, with this monitor I've got now with the new GPU, it's using its full resolution. And you can hardly read it on my stream, can you? I've got to do something about that. Okay, so we have the files finally. Oh my goodness. I think I have messed around with the size of the stream palette, the screen canvas. There we go. Okay, so do they work? Can I? Where should I put them? So I'll create a folder called tilesets. Oh, if I could just paste them in there. Doesn't want to let me do that, so I'll drag them in. There they are. Okay, now we've got a lot of work to be done because we've got to do all that importing of tiles and everything. Let me know if you have trouble reading that. I'm not sure whether that's readable or not at your end. But if it is, it makes my life a bit easier. Okay, if I remember right, we had to load everything at the bottom of each file. And it did include, it worried about what order they were included in because of that. Big fat man in front of you. No, it's 16. I didn't see the palette micro, yeah, sorry, I just missed that. Oh, monitor. Oh yeah, you're alright then. uh, so sometimes I get complete brain lock with this sort of stuff. We're going to use this level 1. No, we're going to create level manager actually. Damn. .asm. And I mean, the temptation's there for me to copy what I've already done. I'm not going to copy it in, but I am going to get it on my screen. Because otherwise I'll end up making a load of mistakes. Cool, if I could ever find it. There we go. Basically at this stage I'm just looking how we load the tile data. Okay, so it seems like we can have a palette for every time we upload a tile set. So I will call it level 1 palette. I think we can change it for level 2. I prefer palette level 1. That's the NXP file. I can't remember what that zero's for, and it's at the top of my head, but it's there on my other code. So that's slot 6, page 16. Let's start using dollar instead of the OX. Cheat code copy paste, you know it. You know it, man. It's my ultimate dream is just to be able to copy and paste everything from other projects and just change the graphics and a few things, you know, make a different game. But right now, obviously, we've got to write it out. We don't, because I don't even fully understand it, you know. So can't just copy everything in. It's not called tiles either, is it? It's called levels. Here we've got the tile set size. And I bloody got confused with this, I can remember. I believe, being 4-bit tiles, we can work it out. But we of course have to include all them blank ones. So there's the whole tiles. We're going to be getting all of that top row. And then all to here. So remember that's tile 56. Let's get my calculator out. It's 56 times 4 times 8, I think, which equals 1792. So we'll go with that for now. Alright, so that's put it into the memory, giving it a space. And then in Level Manager we'll also have init tiles. So the tile definitions is this. That's like our actual image with the tiles on it. And that's next reg 56 slot 16, which I believe is relevant directly to that. And that. And the 6 there is that. And I believe I might be wrong, but I think you can only use 6 or 7 for that, but I might be wrong. So that's the memory where we're putting it, clearly. I'm not sure whether it's working backwards from there. I think the sprite data goes between 4 and 6. So this is obviously where the tile map needs to reside. I guess emote probably helped with that. Then we just LDIR. So DE definitely gets incremented from there. Then we've got another sequence of netreg calls, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe I should get the documentation up so I can put proper comments there. But I believe that's enable tile map. And then this does something else to the mode of the tile map. I can't remember what. It is easily found online. It's under spec next, board control registers. That's the best place to look, I found. I think that's the upper bite of the screen. And the tiles. Again, I'll have to look that one up. I don't know what it's doing exactly. It's definitely something to do with the tile map and all of the layers and how they work together. But I'm pretty sure that'll work. That's what we've got in our working code. So that sets the color you want to use for tile map transparency. Now, I haven't really been able to successfully use that. You don't want it to be black because, you know, we want to be able to draw black. But the rest of it is going to be black. Oh. So like remember when we had layer 2 on the fonts? well, when we didn't have that set to black, we could see black across the whole screen. So that's why we did that. Luckily, tile offset. We also want to be 0. And the same for this. That's how you nudge the tiles about within this tiles, one tile space. I guess this is how you scroll it as well. We could probably use that to scroll. That's bloody interesting. I'm not sure whether that's an efficient way of doing it or not. But I did practice with this. If you set this to a value, I can't remember the values, but probably between 0 and 255 is, you know, it scrolls it basically. As seen on TV. That's a good link, that micro. I've clicked it actually because I'll put the comments in there in a minute. For those couple that we didn't know off the top of our heads. Alright, I've just shut down my bloody other code window. I need to have a look at that again. Yeah, so that's pretty much done, but we do need some more. We want set palette. So here I've just directly set to level 1. We'd have to come up with a way of changing that. It's very simple. You know, if we wanted to use different palettes for each level. Or another one to check here. What I'll do is I'll put a double quote like that next to the ones I didn't quite understand. Just double check that one as well. And I'm going to properly comment them in a minute so that we know exactly every time we look at this project. This can be like our example. So let's have a look what we're doing here. I remember writing this. It took me a couple of goes to get it correct with Emook's help, but I definitely did understand it at the time. But I can't say I do right now. So 2 writes to 41 there, 2 different values, but then 40 before that. Better mark these, to be honest, as well. Briefly have a quick look and try and make sense of that. So the 4.3, oh no, it's 4.0, palette index register. show me a huge... So you have to set a palette in 43. You select an element from between 0 and 255. So maybe that should be a decimal number, really, whatever it is. That opens it up to be accessed through these. But for what purpose? I think this up here turns the tile map on. Oh, there's not enough zeros there, is there? But let's have a look at what it does without reading the docs a sec. So I know what that's doing now, roughly. That's selecting an element. It says this associates selected element 0 to 255 of currently selected register 43 palette. So that's a selected palette, I guess. I won't comment it because I don't actually know. I don't want to write a little bull crap there. So the first one's 0 the first time. So it's almost like it's filling an array with data. It's going up 1, starts at 0, then it goes up, eventually loops back, so that'll be at 1 the next time. Load AHL. Then it takes data from the palette, puts it into... Oh yeah, then it's just uploading 2 bytes at a time to 41 directly from the palette. So each element in the palette, is it 2 bytes of data for that? It seems like it might be. Not quite sure how that works, but it obviously gets to 0 eventually when the palette's full. But I don't know how. Load AB. B's just going up and up. You'd think it'd be 0 on the very first go. Oh no. Oh, I remember how that works. It goes up to 1 straight away, so it's not 0. But after 255, it goes back to 0. And eventually that's the end of the palette. It's uploaded and then it returns. I remember now. I would have never figured that out on my own without eMOOC. I'd still be there trying to write this, I reckon, and 101 other things. But anyway, now we can load the palette using that. We can just call set palette. Now we need a view, and we also need a tiled world, like a map. So we know the tiles, we gave them a number already. I could indeed put this map. Let me see how I've done it. Yeah, see, I haven't put it into like an MMU page or anything like that in our other game there. So I'm reckoning I can just put level 1 in here. and like I said, one screen without scrolling is 40 by 32 cells. So if we want to be able to scroll, we want, you know, at least 50, or well, at least 41 in a line. For now, let's just do a row of them over and over again. We can soon change it. We'll just see it working. That's 8, 16, 32, 40. Let's just do that for now. Okay. So it's quite time consuming and a little boring, but at the end of the day, it's not that. It doesn't take that long, and it's not that bad. Oh, oh, DC was recognised. I wonder what that is. Yeah, I've used tile map editors before. Is it any easier than this though? I'm not 100% sure of that. It doesn't matter. The dollar just represents hex. But I'm representing these in decimal. So for example, if one of these was 255, I could happily do that, or I could just write $FF, and that would be the exact same thing. But yeah, I know what you mean. But I find this is probably going to be a bit easier than worrying about the hex. As far as I'm aware, you should be able to easily do either. I found when I was doing the hex last time, I kept having to convert it in my head. Yeah, both are the same, aren't they? So there's our ground. And we of course need sky, I didn't think of that. Right. So if these are 5, there's 5 rows of them. And we want 32 in total. So 27 of these buggers I need. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. 20, 30. So I'm known to be very thick, but I think we have the exact right amount to fill one screen now. Oh god, what have I done there? Hopefully we have. $40 by $32, yeah. 40. Don't forget it goes across the border. So it's 320 by 256, I think, is the actual amount. Because it's 40 by 32. That's it. That's what we're aiming for. And that should be filled by, each one of these should be filling one. There is loads of fun to be had designing levels, definitely. But at the moment I'm still not confident enough that I know I'm going to get it to work. Once I've done this 5 or 6 times, I'll be doing it, you know, without having to even worry. And then I'll probably come up with a few tricks on the tile map, you know, ways to remember things and lay things out. So the last thing we want is a draw view. Put that in level manager. I'm going to try to come up with a way of making this all generic eventually, so we can pump in whatever level map we want and it'll just work. But for now, let's just try and get this drawing, this one screen. It's not going to be called tiled world this time though. I think maybe just draw view is okay. I'm looking at it now, we've got a camera. But let's initialize it without a camera first. Well, we probably do need a camera, to be honest. Otherwise we'd just be doing it with a load of magic numbers. Guess we could do that to start with, actually. We do need some constants here. World width. It's 40 right now, isn't it? Whoa. I'm just looking at my code. How would that work? Mega Man. Yeah, that would be well good, man. Aim for that as a test. That's made by Mook, who's like a super pro. I'd aim for that as like a holy grail. Yeah, I'm definitely aiming. Of course, I think we can achieve better here with a lot of effort, you know, but it's going to be a long time before we get that to exceeding that. But but of course, if we spend enough time, we can make it. We can add little funny things to the game, and um, you know, mini map and different worlds to choose from and stuff like that. Exactly. It's all there. I know how to do it all, but trying to put it all together in one without making mistakes is the hard bit. That red dwarf one, yeah, we will go back to that for sure. It was just because I lost the work, and it's really hard to go back over. You know, red dwarf platformer. That would be cool. Actually, that would be awesome. Yeah, I like that actually, mate. I very much like that. That's it. Once I get back into my comfort zone, I'll enjoy the coding sessions more. Because right now they're quite taxing, actually, quite hard, you know. Because I'm continually out of my comfort zone here. But oh, I don't need to worry about BC right now. We don't even need to worry about world width unless we're using a camera. We'll change this. I'm going to deliberately. No, I can't do that. Let's comment it out. But that's how wide I want to make it. Maybe wider. I mean, that's never going to change in any game project. Anyway, it's up there now. It's not really needed because I don't need that. That was calculating where the camera was. So then we just check that whether D reaches the top part of the memory we want to write to. Okay, we're nearly ready to draw that, but I'm absolutely dying to go to the toilet. Let's try it though. It might just draw. Have I forgotten anything? We definitely need to call init tiles from here. I believe that's self-contained with it. It doesn't need any preloaded stuff. The vending machine. Yeah, they give you back chat. They're really funny, them vending. Like they've been in it for the whole time, haven't they? They've got more upgraded ones later on. Second nature now than next. Yeah, it's getting that way. It's getting there. And actually, it should eventually be easier than the specky because there's like more space to put things in that, you know. So once I figure out all them pages properly and all that, so I can load lots of time. In theory, I wonder, can we just use the hard disk, like the SD card, so we could just load a new level whenever we want from there? I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll figure it out eventually. The Quagars. That could be a mission. The Quagars! It's a name I made up! I love it. So this is the first time we're running this project, and after all this, we've written a lot of code in. Wait, why is that in here? Oh, I drew that yesterday, didn't I? I made it draw that. Alright, we'll keep it there. That's alright. Yeah, Ocean Grey or Battleship Grey or whatever it is, yeah. Yeah, I need to watch Red Dwarf, man. I've seen it dozens of times, not lying, but it's been about a year or two since I've seen it. Ah, I got an error in knit tiles, so I obviously haven't included. Now remember, the tile map this needs to be at the bottom, I believe. Let's just make sure it's at the bottom of the includes as well. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but I think so, yeah. Although we did have more than one file with all this stuff in it, and as long as they were always at the bottom of each file, it seemed to be okay. But I definitely ran into some problems where the includes needed to be changed around. Okay, we might be good now. I'm really scared that it's not going to work, but let's go. Ah, something weird's happening because we didn't get an error, but it's not loading. Temporal wormhole or a big swirly thing. It seems to me that my bat file, it's not liking this else. How did that get like that? No, it's still not liking it. It says else is not a recognised program. Oh god, it's not loading. Tab in front of else. Still does it. This is brand new, this. Else is not recognised an internal or external command, program or batch file. It's been working absolutely fine until now. Did you have the same thing? So it's probably to do with my version. Oh, do you know what? Toilet. I'm dying for the toilet. I've got Windows Home now. I haven't got Pro. I wonder if that's got something to do with it. It's not even PowerShell. No, it was never PowerShell, was it? Yeah, that's okay. Maybe just put pause. Ah, now I can see an error. Error opening GG tiles. .nxp. That's not right. Ah, it's in tile sets, that's why. You idiot! You idiot, Stimpy. I just wonder if I put the else back there now. Whoops. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, I've done the same thing again. There we go. Oh, it doesn't run. Interesting. The pause isn't really needed anyway, it's just so you can see the errors. Error opening tile sets, GG tiles. Damn, I thought I was going to fix it. I think it was this one so far. Still an error. Still. Space issue. Okay, I'm just going to the loop. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, what was it, micro? I just got back. Change from 2 lines to 1 else. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's try that. Nice. Oh, didn't pause. That probably means there's no error, I guess. Whoa. It's got an error. It says error opening file tile sets GG tiles. Damn. Still the same problem. Damn, what have I done wrong here then? wonder if it wouldn't need the source there, I doubt, but no. Because main's in source. It's in tilesets, yeah, but I moved it into deleted tilesets. So it's just in source now, which is the same as main. Let's try doing it at the bottom of main. I think we have to do it just before the... I'd say we have to do it just before that. Maybe not, we can try afterwards as well. Same problem. Oh, it compiled without error when I put it there. How weird. How weird is that? It's not drawing the tile set though. It's all black. Damn gremlins. Strange. It could be path. I haven't done anything on the path. I wonder what I need added to my path. That could be what's causing the error on the other thing. That's a strange one. It works on the other game we wrote. Just trying to see if I can see a difference quickly. I wonder why it came through all black then. Perhaps it's just the layers. It's not working that well, Specky, no. I've got it to load. It just loads a black screen. And I have to... Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't save that. Okay, so now it probably won't load. Yeah, error opening file. I can't imagine why. Done nothing different really. Error opening file. This file here is. It's not on the SD card, no. It's on my hard drive. It's in the project. It's here. Wait there. I'll try the other. I'll try the red dwarf tile set again. See if it can, with the same code, just different source files. So we've got RT tile set. No, it's still the same error. How flippin' weird. The error I'll show you on the screen. See here. I'm going to make another smoke, I think. Oh, the map could have something to do with it. Oh no, we have a map. I thought I forgot to include that. So yeah, level manager, 980. Failed error loading file. Well, at least I know it's not that file. Well, you know, I'm pretty sure it's not file. It includes right at the bottom as well. Still the same. Just got this one pop up instead. Either corrupt or doesn't recognize NXP. Yeah, but the thing is, it does with. I just tried it with RD tile set. Also, if I put it into the main, right at the end of all code, it loads, but just a black screen. It was the same error message, just failed to load the file, yeah. But now no errors, look. Included data, ggtiles.nxp. So it's got to be something to do with the order of which we're writing the code. There's no other explanation. Oh dear. I mean, I don't mind having it there, but it's not working, it seems. Because init tiles, if I remember right, that was enough to just draw it all. As long as we didn't move it. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Well, in that case, let's try loading the red dwarf up. So we have our map very similarly done. Then down here we have our palette. It's no different, is it? Tiled world. Weirdly enough, sprites is after it. No errors, but it's loaded us into 48k. I think it's, yeah, it's got the wrong name. So let's try changing that name, because this could have been what it was as well. Some name.img. I can always go back to the 2GB one and use this name if I get really stuck, so it's not going to be too big a deal. Okay. Yeah, it works. No errors, no nothing. How strange is that? I've got Red Dwarf here, yeah, it loaded. Let's try and slip our tile set in then. Thing is, that's too many tiles. I'd have to change the map. Alright, well, let's try commenting all that out. I'm grabbing it from another text thing. Oh, what's it doing? I haven't got Notepad++ on there anymore. Just load it in here. Change that to whatever that was called. The dwarf. What a pain, eh? The width was 40, wasn't it? Alright, will this work then? No, look, error opening files, GG tiles. Interesting. Easy as that. I can't believe that. So the same error has now reoccurred, and we're now in the Red Dwarf Adventure file. I mean, the hex should make no difference if I put that as hex or decimal, should it? Yeah, but the thing is it was saying it can't read this file. It seems insane. Is this definitely enough? 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm not sure what's going on, to be quite honest. Looks right to me. Used all the tools. Well, it's the new version. It's the emook tool. I have a sneaky feeling it's something to do with this. Because I bet if I change it to RD tile set. Wait. I've got tiles in front of it, that shouldn't be there. Let's move it into tiles. Okay. Come on. Yeah, it worked. Yay! So at least we have it showing on the screen. We're showing it's possible. Of course it's not looking good. I've got some of them wrong, haven't I? The values. Either that or it loaded in the wrong. Whoa, thanks my man. Cheers, Becky. You're a legend. I wonder what the difference is though between this. There's really no difference here. It's got to be something to do with the slots, hasn't it? So we've got to go back to that other project though and try and get it working in there. Oh, I saved it. Oh well. Maybe there's a way of getting the data back off my Samsung SSD. Like I was thinking about it after we had our chat on Discord. Maybe I could solder wires to each of them pins, and then solder the other end of the wire to the SATA cable. Bodge City. Maybe. I mean, they're pretty goddamn expensive around here, the PC repair shops. Yeah, I'll look it up. Maybe there's someone who I can trust locally. Caveman Electro. That's it. I probably will end up just trying to replace it myself. I was looking at an NVMe drive, if you know what they are. So they're actually quite cheap, I think. Like, it's expensive, but you get 1 terabyte, and it's way faster than an SSD. Apparently, so it's £90. But once I've got 1 terabyte, that should be enough. Put games on it and everything. And then I'll probably just hack this thing to pieces and try and fix it. The pins are still there though, isn't it? Maybe I can do some sort of insane thing. I think they're reliable, them NVMe. Yeah, they go directly on the motherboard. Your motherboard has to be able to take it. But this new one I've got does take one. They're like just a little chip. But I think they're 4 times faster than like my SSD. Which the SSD was lightning fast. Have ya? Yeah, you soon fill it up, don't you, when you get the space. But I'm running on very little space right now. I tried to install Fallout, the game. I had to put it on my other hard drive. Full of crap. Yeah, I always say this, but I'm gonna try and keep on top of it now. Now I've got such little space, I'll organise everything properly. But let's figure out why this ain't working. I was thinking perhaps it's because this is in another file. You never know. Just move it in here for now. Where's it gone? Let's put sprites down here because that's where it was on the other one. Oops. No, we've still got the error. Is it 41 wide? Oh mate, amazing, well spotted. Whoa. Are you sure? That's 40, isn't it? Strange. No worries, man. It's well hard to count, innit? Just as an experiment. I don't think it's got anything to do with that. But let's just pretend them values were too high and that was breaking it. I'm just going to try db0. That's 8. 16. 32. Did I want it 40? That's 40. They include England's specific. Okay. I must admit I'm mega confused over this. Definitely 8. No, that was pointless. It's the exact same problem. I didn't think it was going to work, but... It just says error opening file. It's so weird. Error opening file. In a bank. It doesn't even get to there, to be honest. It doesn't even get to there. It's here that it's breaking. It's bloody annoying because it works on that other project. Trying to scan through it again for differences. Let's open 2 of the bloody things. ggtiles.nxp. $32 bytes. And the other one is 16384 bytes. And then we knew it works in here anyway, so we know it's not the actual file itself, don't we? Ah, that's 512 bytes though. Interesting. Yes, very interesting. But then again, that's what the file... maybe that's just the upgraded version of the tool. 512 is a 256 colour palette, isn't it? Surely. Oh, is it? So it's 1 byte per colour, yeah? Are you sure it's not 2? 3 for each, including A? I don't know. Sod knows. God knows, I mean, something. 9-bit colour. Yeah, it did work in the other program, didn't it? So I reckon it must be something to do with not these, because we've copied these like for like, but there must be something in one of the other thingies, files. So you notice how I init sprites before here on this one. That's one of the only differences I can actually see. Oh no, we are doing it here anyway. Aha, look at that. Look at that. I found the difference. I'm an idiot. Look, there's this. Oh, Do you know, right at the beginning of the problem, I said, "Oh, is it something to do with the layers or something?" You know, when I moved it into the main file, and then I just dismissed that. But I think that's what that is. It's like setting up which layers go over the top of other ones and all that. I mean, I'm not saying it will fix it, but it might do. Boom. Nope, still a problem. I should look up what that's doing in it. Number 15. Sprites and layers registry system. That's register. System register. Yeah, so that was what I said it was, with the layers and different priorities and stuff. Let's keep trying, yeah. It's nothing to do with that. Yes. I really can't see these making a difference with these top ones, but I'll get them into the same order, sod it. It might be. Just never know. Oh wait, I'm swapping the wrong one. Like I said, I really doubt it, but it's worth a try, but extremely doubtful. Same error. 3 games in one. Do it Rimmer style. I will undertake them both simultaneously if it's all the same to you. Aha, aha. Here, look. Oh, that's fonts. Damn. I mean, we'll just try popping a font in there. In fact, let's just copy the whole folder in. I'll be highly surprised if this makes a difference, won't you? But you never do know. No, same error. Oh, how frustrating. How very frustrating. Ah. Oh no, that's just setting the megahertz. It's like the only differences really are the names and stuff now. So what else do we have? Wait, we're calling weight raster line here. And we're not even including tools. Oh, it's right there. Oh dear, this is frustrating. I can't see any difference. I'd guess that it's something to do with all this down here, but the only difference I can see is the names of the files. That shouldn't really cause anything bad. Still an error. Again, I'll be mega shocked. Nah, it didn't do anything. Let's take another look at the error, just in case. Ah, I could try that. Well, no, we know it's not to do with that image name either, because it worked in the other one with that name. Yeah, I've hovered over that quite a few times. Look, definitely the same. Definitely. It doesn't even get this far, does it? It's actually breaking on here. NXP line 115. So it's here. Unreal, unreal. It's unbelievable. Don't think it'll like that, will it? But... oh, it works. But we've got no tile map again. Go to the same area on Red Dwarf. Wait there, let me put this back. True, map is mostly black, but this is only one screen. Very good point though, let's put some here. Just in case. Nah, there's nothing. It's almost like this is just completely ignored if I put it there. But, oh, I don't know, my head's spinning now. It's frustrating. It should be able to go there because we've got another project that's no different. I've been to that place. Here it is. Look, I was going to say I've been there 1,000 times. The only difference is the name. It's insane. Because I removed all the camera stuff. I haven't got any of that yet. That's the only other difference. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what the modules are. I really don't. It's witchcraft to me, all that. That's my problem now. Okay. I think I deleted the wrong map. Oh, it's still there. Okay. Let's just double check it still works in this. And yeah, it does pretty much work. I can walk around. Whoa. I was doing something weird now, but I was gutted I lost all that hard work. But what would be even more important would be to be able to reproduce this. You know, I need to be able to rewrite this without all this trouble, so it's worth doing this. Like I said, it doesn't even get this far. Cannot see any difference. Because I didn't want to use map address, but I could of course just make it now. But nah, like I said, it doesn't even get this far. Same problem. Just wonder if I comment this stuff out, and therefore we never call the palette, does it still give the error? Yes, it does. So it's got nothing to do with that code either, I wouldn't say. I don't think it's the palette name causing an issue. I mean, I changed it twice already, this. I'm pretty convinced names don't matter. No, it's still the same error. It's error opening file. I wish it would tell me what the error was. Is it too large? Can it not find it? What's going on? We've got RD there. Let's just try it again. Whoa, it works. It is the palette then. And Micro, you've just told me as well the same thing I've just discovered. I like this palette. It looks cool. Like a midnight Halloween version of Ghosts and Goblins. Why is it not looking like that as well? Have I added them up wrong as well? It looked completely wrong. Oh god, I've got a computer. This is not the right file. Okay, well thank you for your help there. It looks like we've sorted that, finally. So the problem was the palette that was exported. Yeah, maybe the way I exported from GIMP somehow didn't agree with Emuke's exporter tool or converter. We'll get there in the end with all that. Eventually I might even be able to create an output from GIMP that we can convert somehow. Maybe write our own script. Or use the older version, although I've lost it now, so I'll have to trawl through Discord to find that. It is interesting. Actually, oh yeah, because we did put that palette in at one point, didn't we? In fact, wait there. I think I just loaded the wrong... Yeah, no, sorry, I apologise. What's happened is, it just loaded the Red Dwarf then, with a different palette. So we haven't proved anything actually. Still stuck. I'm going to grab the RD tileset and palette into this project again. It's something that gets built at the end time. At the end. Okay, that sounds quite interesting. That might give us a clue. Okay, still the same error. That made no difference what I just did. Doesn't matter whether we use this palette that we know is valid. So I'd say Emuke's tool probably is valid. The GG tiles. Build.bat, yeah, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Okay. Cheers. Okay. Is that okay, that one space? Just that? Nice. Oh yeah, here's our list. Ah, it just gives us the error, but that's cool though. I like that. In fact, now I'm going to get rid of the pause. Because it's annoying having all them black windows on my screen. So now I can just look here and get the errors. Useful. Hey, Slink. Haskell? I'm not familiar with it, man. I would love to help you, but I don't think I can. I'm stuck on my own desperate problem here. Thanks for popping in though, dude. I hope you get help. Go on Stack Exchange. I wish I could help with that. Infinite loop. How big is your code? Can you post it in the chat? Or is it huge? Post a paste bin. You normally just need to find a way to return out of it if it's a loop. I've never seen code like that though. It looks interesting. You're trying to convert an integer to a string, I take it. Looks like a crazy language. Cool one. Maybe if you need something to see if your index reaches a certain number, like i.e. the length of your array, and if it does, return. Does that language even use return statements? No, don't be sorry, dude. Unfortunately, I'm stuck on my own problem here. A very weird one. Oops, I just closed what I didn't mean to there. Yeah, I wish I could help you, but I don't understand the syntax of your code, I'm afraid. So I can't understand it enough to help you, I'm afraid. I'd love to though. Yo, thank you for the follow, man. Hope to see you again. I hope you fix your problem as well. Cheers, my dude. It was good code until it, for some reason or another, it cannot load this file, wherever I put it. It's just failing to load it. Doesn't tell us why. Damn. I'm tempted just to restart again, because we have a working template, but I don't want to just copy and paste that. This is where you need a wild emook to appear. Well, yeah, if it works. But I'd love to know why this is not working. It would help a great deal. It's getting a bit late. I was going to say, I mean, I could just copy and paste the other project, start with a copy, and change the map. But we'll never know why this isn't working then. I don't think we will ever know, will we? Okay, I'll do that then. Yeah, hopefully I'll figure it out after some kip. I'll make a copy of Red Dwarf and I'll call it Platformer 2. And I'll open it. Then we'll make sure this runs. Yeah, so, oh look, I saved it with this map in here as well. So we weren't meant to use the edge, so let's just see if we can make it look proper. And then I'll probably get myself off to bed. I've got I took them notes tonight, but that's in that other project. These are the wrong notes now. We can delete that in this copy. Let's find them notes. Here they are. Right. So I must have written these wrong. I'll just check. I'll count it on GIMP a sec. Oh, I was looking at edge ground. So I've done it all wrong. What an idiot. Does it scroll? I think it does, but it's got some bugs going on. Oh no, of course it doesn't, because I changed the world size. See how the solid's working there already? Although it seems to be the wrong solid. But that was good, how the solid collision's working. Oh, of course, I haven't set the I've got to change the value in the collision code. Yeah, I know exactly what the problem is for both things actually. So the first problem was I was using that as my ground code. That's the left edge. What I really wanted was just that for now. And then in my collision code I need to only look up to the solid ones, which are 0 to 9. But the other ones were much higher than that in the previous tile set. It was up to about 40 odd. The collidable stuff. So I need to change all the 42s to 34s. What a nightmare, eh? It's going to change the comments. Ah. There we go. Oh, go away. Yeah, I think that was where I went wrong, underneath them. See what that looks like. That's better. And now, let's sort out the collision as well. I think that's done in the player. Collided solid. So if it's more than or equal to that, it's a trigger. So 9 was the last solid item, so we actually want 10 there. We'll go back and make a constant for that soon. Oh, hey, there we go. Look at that. It's good to go. I don't know what this flipping around stuff's going on. I'm sure I can fix that tomorrow when I'm feeling better. That was a marathon of problems to deal with there. Whoa, thank you, Specky Nut. The hardest thing about this would be the gravity, but we did manage that on Space Taxi with 16-bit values as for velocity, and it should be even easier on the next because we're already using 16-bit for position. So I think it'll make that even easier. It is a good start, thanks Becky. I think tomorrow I am going to try and start a fresh one and get it to work though. I'd love to. It would be annoying to have to always create a copy of this. Jump routine. Wouldn't that do a locked jump? Like you wouldn't be able to deviate. It's very good to be able to just add velocity and have gravity and different forces that you can apply. Tables alright, I suppose. It's a bit like the flight path we did on Spiky in Space. Platformers are alright for gravity jump, like Super Mario Brothers 1 uses gravity, and you know it's not like a table for a jump. I get you. I get you. It's like a locked. Well, locked jump's even easier, isn't it? You basically press up and it follows a predefined path. So yeah, why not? We'll do that then. Sounds easy. Famous last words. I like this system though, isn't it? Wouldn't it be cool to have a platform with some of this going on in the background? I still can't figure out why it didn't work. Let's try with a proper palette. There we go, look. Why is he upside down? I remember doing it for debug purposes, making him flip upside down, but I can't remember why. Oh, trigger. There we go. Nice. And of course we can use that brown as background if we wanted to, and it wouldn't, you know, the stuff below the ground. We take, I think, 3 of them, and we put them there. That might look quite cool. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look great, but you can see where I'm coming from with that. So basically only them ones we're standing on a solid, that's what I'm trying to say there. And with that caveman ninja tile set, it would have looked a bit better. It was designed to do that, you know. And mountains. I mean, I'm going to try and learn how to do parallax scrolling. That was something I hoped to look at today, but I haven't got anywhere near that yet now. I'm just happy displaying it now. Displaying a static tile map. Layering with promotion. You can do it with GIMP as well. I struggle with promotion. Just doing simple things like zooming and stuff. Yeah, but promotion is just like another art editing program, but it's quite in depth with the color modes, and you know, it's set up quite well for. You can find it for free if you look around, Specky. If you skin, of course, I don't condone pirating software. Yeah, if I use one regularly, I do end up buying it normally. Found it. Nice. Yeah. It's eating away at me. What was causing that crash on the last one? He's there behind a torrent. Just for a laugh, let's put a grave in there, innit? Oh no, it wasn't 6, 7, it was 6, 7. So it's going to take me a lot of practice this, but I'm already starting to see little things, like learn little things of how to do it. Oh, that should be solid though. Oh, it is, but only when you're moving down. I think that's, I'm guessing that's because of my top left. Photoshop's £500, bloody hell. Yeah, that's it. If you get a lot of use out of that NG, then by all means pay the £30. I don't condone pirating. They work hard on the apps, you know. But then at the same time, I don't condone software where you buy it for 60 quid or 20 even, and it ends up being crap, and you find something that's free that's better, you know. Certain things. I mean, yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? Luckily, you can get it for free, and they're still thriving and making money, so you don't have to feel too guilty. I wonder, I've just, something's eating away at me about that other project, why it didn't work. Gonna have to trawl through this one. Obviously, when I'm not streaming, my brain's a little bit clearer. I might be able to figure it out at that point. With the other project, I mean. Adobe CS2, I've heard of that, but I can't remember what it is. Yeah, I hope you sorted it out, Specky. That would be legendary if you do. Get yourself off to bed. I need to as well, really. Not worth tiring yourself out too much, is it? I haven't really got much to push to GitHub here. I could push this platformer too. Just push this on. It's basically a copy of Red Dwarf. But yeah, good night, Specky. Thank you very much for the bits. Thank you for all the comments as well. I think I'll leave it at that as well. I'll just show it off one more time that we've got our grave. For some reason that's not working. Sideways collision. So that's something to figure out. But we can even do prettier maps with the next, I reckon. Make them look even nicer. And we've got lots of tiles. We can easily do like, well, hundreds of tiles if we want, you know. So we could have big groups of tiles. I can't wait. That's it. It's the exact same size as a grave, actually. It's in terms of cells, but for some reason it's not. That's what I was gonna do, just quickly, because it should be solid. Well, it is solid because we saw it when you're going down. But the grave. It will look stupid because I didn't bother doing any graphics properly, but I just made it a bit bigger. Ah, look, yeah, then it blocks you. So our collision detection needs a little bit of work, just to make sure that it catches the stuff that's slightly smaller. Brilliant. Oh, funny how it didn't get to the top now. So it definitely needs... Ah, I remember I was only checking certain cells, wasn't I? And it wasn't too important on that other game. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I'll try and get the other one. I want a blank project working where you just load just a tile map and nothing else. 'Cause, you know, that should have worked. But if not, we can fall back to this and just add some gravity or, you know, jump paths, whatever you want to do. You can easily do the ladders as well. We're already basically doing the ladder movement now. Yeah. Should be exciting stuff. What a shame tonight was almost ruined because, you know, couldn't figure it out. But oh well. Keep it going, innit? Just keep trying. Sooner or later, Emook will come along when we're struggling with that, and he'll be like, "Oh, it's this. This is what caused it." I'll be like, "Oh." We need some relative sprites in here as well. These are only 16 by 16s. Need some big ones. Should we raid Code Mick, yeah? Why not? Why not? Let me try and figure that out. God knows. I know how to raid someone if I do it on the online, but I don't know how to do it from Streamlabs. It's a bit of mo. He's on a bit late, isn't he? Raid channel. Oh, failed to load module. Let's keep refreshing it. Here we go. I found him. It's a raid. Are we raiding? That's in my chat still, isn't it? Ah, raid now, here we go. But hey. Nice.